Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going Q2 of the 262 weekly contest on Leetcode. Minimum operations to make a Uni-Value grid. To be honest, not gonna lie, I think this was very hard for me. As you can tell, because I took 12 minutes, and I don't know. I think and also a little bit of meta is you look around, everyone did it pretty quickly, right? I mean, of course, they're also better than me, but that's besides the point. But so I don't know. I guess my disclaimer here is that I don't know if this is the easiest solution, but this is the solution that I went with. So hit the like button and subscribe and join me on Discord. Let me know how you solve this problem. Maybe you have like a 2-line solution, and I'm like, wow, that is way clever than the way that I did it. And I will also admit that during the contest, and I solved this during the contest, so some of this, you have to give me some leeway. It's not the perfect code, but during the contest, I spent too much time not writing what I end up writing because I thought that there'll be a easier solution, because I was a little bit too meta about it. I was like, oh, Q2, maybe there's a easy solution, but then maybe there is, but I spent too long digging it. But I guess at some point I should just do the hard thing and just do what I did, and this is my solution. Yeah, and I don't know. Oh, I solved Q4 in C++, so now it changes all my default language to C++. But the first thing to note is that actually, even though this is a grid, there's nothing about this problem that's a grid, right? There's no relations with this where it is on the grid. So that means that for me, what I did is I start by sorting it. So I put these things, I put it in a list, and then I sort it, because why not? And then after sorting it, I basically start by asking myself, okay, what is the cost of changing every number to the first number? And of course, we do actually do a filter first to make sure that it's possible. Basically, if you cannot change every number to the first number, which means that if all the delta, all the differences between numbers is not a multiple of t, then it's not possible. So I definitely do this loop. And you can write this in a number of ways. This is the way that I did it. And then I ask myself, okay, so this part of the problem is, what is the min operations if we change all numbers to the first number, right? And the way that I end up doing this was a very mathy solution. I mean, this part is not that bad. It's just, okay, if we change all the numbers to the first number, this is the cost, right? Basically, this is the difference, and you could use t, so this is the number of times you use t. And then here we do something that I think we went over either last week or a recent Leetcode contest, or Leetcode daily problem, sorry, which is that, okay, what is the min operations if we changed all numbers to the x or ith number? Maybe it's a little bit better. Ith number, right? And basically the idea is that, okay, if you write out this formula, and I'm just going to write an abbreviated version, obviously, but here, write is equal to, you write it out, it's just basically, for example, and I'm just going to assume that t is 1 to make the math a little bit easier. But you have the first number, you have some numbers in sorted order, and of course it can be repeated. Oops, sorted order and repeated, right? So then now right is just the sum of these, pretending that t is 1, or you divide it by t, how you want to represent it, right? So yeah, and then now, so this is just the sum of all these numbers, right? And then here, moving from the first number to the second number, what does that mean? That means that we're using this number instead. And using this number means that everything to the left of it, everything to the left of this number, we add 1, because now they're 1 further away. So now this is 1. This becomes 0 because we're using this number. And that means that everything to the right of it, we subtract 1, or the difference between the number, right? So then this is now 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4. And we use 1 in this case, but actually, let me do a better example, which is that we go from 0 to 2. In this case, then we move 2 on the left for obvious reasons, and then move 2 to the right as well. Yeah. And so then now we're here. It's trivial to change it here because it's 0 to 0. But then now, again, if you think about it, moving here to one to the left of this one, then you get this, right? Because the delta is 1, so then this is 0, this is 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. So that's basically the visualization that I would do, think about in terms of what happens when you change them, right? So then now for me, it's just about keeping track of things, which means that, okay, now I track all the numbers bigger than it, which is to the right and with right variable, and I keep all the track of all the numbers to the left of it by left, because these are the numbers that we add. So here we just go, okay, this is the difference, this is the number, t that we care about, and the numbers to the right, right? This is the numbers to the right, these are numbers to the left, and then you just take the min every time, because that's basically, this is the sum of this array, which is the cost to change all the numbers to the ith number. That's pretty much it. And as you can see, this is O of 1 every time, so this is going to be linear in total, right? So that's basically the idea, is that instead of doing n squared, which you would if you're doing it in a naive way, this basically, the entire function is going to be linear time, other than the sorting. Other than the sorting. So this is going to be n log n. And in terms of space, this is linear space because you do a sort. You can do this actually in depending on how you want to say it, constant space, if you just sort the grid itself in the input. But of course, then now you're doing something that's in place. Depends how you want to say it, right? But anyway, n log n time and linear space is what I would say for my solution. And that's pretty much it. I would also say that this concept comes up relatively often in competitive programming, maybe not as much in interviews. So if you are into competitive programming, think about, this is something that comes up a bit. That said, this technique is probably too hard for Q2, so there's probably a more obvious answer for Q2, to be honest. So maybe there's a better answer. Maybe we'll judge it together. Anyway, I'm gonna make this slightly smaller so you can see it all on one screen. So yeah, come join me on Discord. You could watch me solve it live and struggle with this one during the contest next. And before I do though, I do want to say that I did struggle with there are a couple of ways to implement what I just said. I kind of jump back and forth between it. So if you watch me solve it live, you'll kind of see that struggle. Anyway, you can watch me solve it live next. Oh, that was fast actually. X, did I give you X? Okay. Let's see. The grid part doesn't even matter, does it? It's just a lot of numbers. Okay. That's such a weird problem, but okay. That's not correct then. Oh, whoops. Okay, that's good. No, that's not right. Oh, a weird problem, but okay. This is not right. So we did the first one. Oh, this isn't right. It's this times. Awkward problem. That's not right, is it? Maybe there's an easier one, I don't know. That's not right. So okay, with 4. This is wrong. This is not left. This is maybe still wrong. Yeah. So what we want is, these are all the things where x, right? Okay, so that's good. And then now on the right side, when we move, no, this isn't enough. We subtract all the numbers to the right by that amount. We should not have done this with counters. I think that actually mixed it up a little bit. I'm spending way too much time on this. Okay, that seems right. Different times every number to the left. It's not quite right, but so the delta, because these are not the number of moves, these are just delta. Okay. Really bad on this one. I'm not good at these problems in general, I guess, but maybe off by 1 as well. But let's give it a submit. Maybe I have a wrong answer, but maybe I'm off by 1. Not sure about that one. Okay, that took really long. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe button. Join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's problems or this problem, and we want to talk about it. Join my Discord and we'll hang out and figure it out together. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye bye.